Hey, Venetia's cutesy squad. So, I want to tell you the time we went to a hockey game. So, I went to go see a hockey game with the group after school program, right? So, it was a day of school and then after that, after that, I think it was not no day of school. I think it was like Yeah, I think it was after school. It was after school or it was like a Saturday. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of them, right? So we went to go see a hockey game, right? And I'm thinking, a hockey game. I didn't know nothing about hockey. I didn't know if it was going to be cold or not. I didn't know. So we went and I'm thinking just a regular game. It's not going to be in cold, cold area, right? So we got on the bus and I guess I was the last one to get on the bus, right? So we was waiting for the other group of kids with the other bus, right? I think it was three buses, right? So we finally, all of them came. At that time, I had to go to the bathroom, and since I was closer to my house, it was the hockey game was closer to my house. So I was like, Miss, can I go to the bathroom? She was like, Nah. I was like, we like 10 minutes from my house. She was like, maybe call the other group. So she called the other group and they said no. And I was like, what the hell? So what am I gonna do? I was like, since the place is right there, I could go to the bathroom because it's like a little, it was in the mall area, right? So I was asking her, what about if I go to like, what's it called, and go to the bathroom? She's like, no, you can't. So I was like, the group is taking forever. How am I gonna hold this pee? She was like, you're like the last one to get picked up. How you have to go to the bathroom now? And I was not trying to like explain that my mom left and she locked the door as she left, so I couldn't go back in the house. So she was like, here, I'll give you a bottle. And I was like, we're gonna be this ratchet, right? So I peed in a bottle. I gave it to her to throw it outside. She's like, why are you giving it back to me? And I was like, in my head, I was like really thinking. So eventually I threw it outside. No, actually, I threw it into like the garbage area where she had on the bus. But then I was like, nah, I can't do that. So I threw it outside. So that happened, right? So the after school lady came, right? So at the time, we was parking the bus. We went to the front part and we found out it's gonna be very cold, inside the hockey game, right? I didn't know this, right? Because I never watched hockey. I never went to any sports except baseball, but that was a different story. So I didn't know it was gonna be cold. So the after school lady, the other lady, she's like, I'm gonna go get some jackets, right? So she went home. She brought a lot of jackets she had, and she gave to the ones who didn't have jackets, right? So she gave me one and she gave the other kids one as well, right? She's like, I need to get my jackets back, in the end, right? So we went inside. Apparently, it was not cold inside the area, right? But when you get like on the stand, I mean, not like on the stand, but like on the bleachers area to like go watch the hockey game, it was cold. It was freezing. Like, I never went to a hockey game, so I didn't know it was gonna be this freezing. It was very, very cold. If to me, I would think that the coldest you can think of, it will be New York because it has snow, right? So that's what I was assuming, right? So I'm over here still cold because the jacket is warming me up, but it was like very, very cold, right? So we watching the game play out to be. I don't know who won because I was not paying attention. So we was on the top stand. So the top stand goes like this. So it's leaning down. And then the other people's like on the bottom, right? So many times I trip, almost falling overboard. Oh my gosh, I almost died. So eventually I kept tripping. And then I was like, you know what? We can't be up here anymore. So after that, we went to go get some snacks. I don't know what we got. I don't know. Every time when I tell these stories, I try to remember what I buy at these places, but I can't remember. I don't remember what I got. I feel say I got a drink. I don't know if I got drinks or some candy. I don't remember. So we came back, and I got lost a couple times, and then I went to the bathroom, and then I got lost again. And then I asked this guy, "Hey, do you know where the top part is?" He's like, "Yeah, it's up. You go this way, and then you make a left, right?" And I was like, "Okay." So I went over there. I found my group, right? So I sat down, right? And to me, the part where the bathroom and stuff like that, it was not cold. But when you go back into like the area to watch the hockey game, it was freezing. So I sat back down, and the game was done, right? So I'm over here. I didn't pay attention because I was so cold. I was freezing my butt off, right? So I didn't pay attention who's winning or who's not winning. I just wanted to go home or get out of this area, right? Because it was so cold, right? So I don't know who won the game. So after that, we went home. We was boarding to go on the bus to go home, but then the after school lady's like, "Let's go to Chick-fil-A," and I was like, I never been to Chick-fil-A, and I never been to go watch a hockey game, right? So I was like, I guess I hit two birds with one stone. I didn't do none of these two things, so I'm doing it right now. So what I had at Chick-fil-A, at the time, I think it was a number 4, but I'm assuming it was a number 2. So I had a number 2, and I think it was Pepper Jack cheese and some fries, right? And a drink, right? So I'm eating that, right? And the other group had something else. I don't remember what they got. So after that, we went home on the bus. We got on the bus to go home. And I don't remember if I was the last or the first one no, I was the first one to go home because the Chick-fil-A and the hockey game was close by, right? And it was like 10 to 20 minutes from my house. So I went home first, and it was at the time it was nighttime. So the game stopped or end at 9 something, I think. 9 or 8 o'clock, right? And I went home maybe like 10, somewhere in 9, 10, something like that. And I called it a day, like that's the first time, and I guess that'll be the last time I went to a hockey game because my butt was freezing. I would never want to go to that experience unless I get like 6 jackets. That's overreacting, maybe like 2 jackets, then I'll go there. But this time, if I do go there, I'll be in the front row, Maybe I'll pay attention in the front row. So guys, like and subscribe, turn your notifications on. I see you later. That's the time I actually went to a hockey game. So yeah, very interesting. Yeah, bye.